Sometimes I don't even want to talk to Jay Peckham before we go live. Like, I mean, sometimes you go, okay, we'll talk, blah 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 blah. But sometimes I didn't talk to you.
Nope.
We hemmed.
Just about
he was trying,
smacked me in the face, though.
He was trying to, well, you know. You probably did something this week you deserved
I'm sure I have.
Well, tie game right now, 1-1. I mean, I think I was feeling in the beginning, I was like, oh, no. Like, I saw, like, the first goal that Oshawa got there. I was like, I didn't think that should have happened. Let's not see this happen again. And then I was starting to watch. I'm like, okay, you know what? Like, they're still here. I was looking at the shots on goal, pretty even. Well, I shouldn't say pretty even. Like,
no,
Oshawa was definitely
ahead.
Point,
yeah.
But then when I saw them coming back and they were taking shots on goal, I'm like, okay, here we go. Ty Voigt out there, and Martone. There's another one that I think has really that whole lineup out there. Is that what's been helping us? What's been helping us out there in that better half of the first period?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I think, there's a couple of things at play here. I think the first goal by Oshawa kind of woke us up a little bit because I think we were just playing around a little bit too much right off the hop. The goal they scored against us was a failure on our part, and they capitalized on that opportunity. We had a pass that broke down, and we failed to keep up to their level of push.
Right.
And but I think that after that goal, the Sting really sort of jumped on their horse a little bit and really started playing a little harder against Oshawa, and we got one of those persistent goals, where you lob it at there, and then you trust your guys to put it and redirect it and do whatever they need to do.
Well,
that's what happened.
I saw a lot. Yeah, I would agree with you there because I saw a lot, even when we were getting behind the net there. I saw a couple of guys that they were just grabbing the puck and then putting it out where it needed to be.
Yeah,
they weren't even necessarily looking to see if anybody was there.
No,
they were like. It was almost like they were in practice going, okay, my job is to get it out and put it out in this general area here.
Absolutely.
And that's where somebody should be. And that was a couple of times we saw that.
Yep.
And then part of that paid off for a beautiful goal there. Ethan Ritchie.
Yeah.
Obviously back in the lineup and showing that he's here to play hockey.
Sure. Well, and it helps. He's got his brother on the other team.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at some other former Sting player in Ryder McIntyre.
Yeah.
So, all these things I think play a little bit of a role in this. But, overall that was, I think, a good first period of hockey. I'm not surprised by the 1-1.
Nope.
I
think we're going to see good hockey here tonight. I think both teams are here to play.
Absolutely.
I do want to give a shout out to I think I remember if it's Hookie or Hookie. Hookie. That's what I thought. Because I know Gina Hookie out there is watching. She was commenting when I posted the goal on my Facebook page that Oshawa.
Right.
She was like, "Hey," right. And I know Catherine Elizabeth is out there as well, rooting for her nephew. Hey, how you doing? And I'll give you the shout out. We'll give you the first goal, but that's it. That's all you're getting, right? Yeah. There's a guy over there. Everybody wants to talk to me when I'm talking and trying to do something.
That's my buddy Ryan.
That's
from
Ryan?
the theater. Yeah, Ryan. That's great.
Hi, Ryan. Okay, so anyway, shout out to the Hookie family there.
Yeah,
but that's all you're getting there right now. Okay, so now moving forward, though, this is where both teams have had an opportunity to feel each other out, so to speak, and see what kind of strategies. Are you seeing a little bit different gameplay? I mean, scratching the last couple of games, I feel like there's something different going on out there with the Sarnia Sting than what we've seen. Is that just because of the players that are off, maybe?
It could be. I think you've got some guys that are, in positions, and some guys are really stepping up.
Mitch Young.
My hat's off to Angus McDonnell.
Yeah.
I think he's in there like a dirty shirt, and which is awesome to see. The other one was Easton Wainwright.
Yeah, you've always
He's
been a fan
playing,
of him.
Yeah, he's been playing really well in the corners, and I
Yeah.
think that's something where we haven't necessarily been real strong in the past, and so to have somebody who can kind of get in there and grind a little bit and create some opportunities out of the corners for us.
Corners, and I've seen a lot on the sideboards as well tonight.
100%.
As well. And sometimes I feel like we get in there and feel like we give up a little bit. But I agree. I think they're grinding hard in those boards tonight, wherever it may be. What about Mitch Young? I've seen a lot of him out there tonight as well. I mean, he hasn't.
Yeah,
I think he's been where, obviously not scoring goals or whatever, but I feel like he's been where he's supposed to be.
Well, I think, I agree. I mean, I think, he's Young's a young guy, and I just think he's going to get better at some point. I mean, we've seen players do that, and but right now, I mean, I'm liking the way he's playing hockey so far. He's playing some sting hockey, which is great. I think Lucas Fisher's been an excellent addition to the team.
Yeah.
And
he actually, I don't know if you know it, he took a puck to the leg there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And he kind of went. Ugh.
Yeah. There's been a few stingers out there. That's for sure.
And he sucked it up. He kept going, and he didn't seem hurt. I mean, that's part of it for sure. But he is another one that I've kind of had my eye on that one, kind of going, okay.
Yeah.
He stepped up a lot. He's had several assists and. This team.
No, he's been going hard since he got here, and I think. I like the way he's playing so far. He's been a great addition to the team. And then, you know what? Our goal is also another example of, the brilliance of Ty Voigt when he actually shoots the puck.
Here we go.
Things happen. It's true.
He's been in there a few times where he's tried to grab it, and it just wasn't, and it's tried to come.
And I get that it's hard. I get that it's hard.
He's a guy you want to feed for sure.
Sure, but when you're and I get it. I mean, his job is doubly difficult, right? Because I mean, here you go. You got a guy. He's Ty Voigt, right? So teams coming into this rink are going to look at this and go, you know what? We got a guy here that we really have to contend with. So they're going to double and triple team him as often as possible,
Absolutely.
Making his job even harder, which I get it. But then he's going to have to adapt and find ways to get it because the dude can skate. The dude can
He knows how to get in there.
He knows how to get in there. I just need to see more shots from him.
Yeah.
Whether they're the super quality shots or not, I just need to see more.
It seemed like he started, came out the gate this season and was pulling that off really well, because you'd said last year, boy, I'd really like to see some more from him. And then they started getting up, and then we didn't know if they were telling him, okay, you can shoot now.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But then when he did and he pulled that up, well, we call him a sniper as well. Yeah. And he did coming out the gate this year, but that's changed a little bit, and who knows why.
He absolutely could be one of the best players in the CHL. But, shooting, he's got to get more opportunities. He's got to make more opportunities for himself in that respect because I think guys are feeding him, and he just needs to take more shots at the net, and I think you're going to start seeing his numbers go way up.
Yeah, Pastajov in there too with the assist with Easton Ritchie.
100%.
And I don't think anybody is surprised by that. There's another sniper on the team. But a threat to us in the sense of, like we said, not a threat to us, but, I guess maybe you could call it that, in a few weeks, along with some others, likely heading away to camps.
Fair enough, yeah, absolutely. And,
just getting his feet wet here. He showed the very first game he played, and we had a post-game press conference, which you can see on the – hey, how are you? that you can see on the post-game Facebook page, I guess if you want to call it. And he was on – the trade happened so quickly for him. He was on a bus or however he got here that day. I think he got on the bus same day, was here in time for practice the same day, got out the ice and there's a guy that's going up.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what? I mean, I do think he showed some some real brilliance in that early first couple of games, getting there. And I think he's become a good, strong, consistent player for us here now. I think he's doing the job that Maxey had, who he replaced, and I think he's got the ability to really take it to another level. So I'd be interested to see where he goes down the road.
The bar gets set, and then the expectations of yourself are there, but then it goes up and up and up and up, and then when you get called up, for sure, that bar keeps rising, right?
Sure, it does.
We need to see some more bar rising out here for the Sarnia Sting, I think. So I'm happy with this first period overall. I think
I agree.
It was off to a rush start, a little bit of a wake-up call, and then I still think that we have just as good a chance as they do to
keep
come out.
the throttle on, boys. It's looking good for us right now.
Well, that was my next to wrap up before we go. Did you like the pace of that first period?
I did. I thought, I think a lot hinged on. I think that we were taken a little bit by surprise with a quick error and Oshawa capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
That oops. I think that kind of took us by surprise, and then our game just kicked into another gear. And I think that since then,
I'd like to see one more gear.
Better. I'd like to see one more gear too, absolutely. But there's some heated exchanges going on out there. We're going to have to stay out of that penalty box.
That's where we don't do well. We're not those. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I do get it once in a while. We got a standard. I don't know. I just think tonight's not the night.
Yeah.
I think it's just go
100%.
play hockey. And I will say on our first broadcast tonight before the game, I think it was Kelly. Sorry if you forgot your last name. Somebody said, just get back to basic hockey. Get rid of this fancy stuff.
We've said that a few times.
Right, we have. Are we seeing too much fancy out there? Were we?
Well, I think, I think we don't have enough guys that are capable of the fancy.
We're not that
the guys that can do fancy, though, they are getting a little fancy out there. You know what I mean?
Letang, though, he said it several weeks ago.
Yep.
We're not that team.
We're not that team.
So just get out, back to the basics and fundamentals.
Absolutely.
Sarnia Sting coming back out on the ice right now, a minute and a half away from the second period. Back again after that. And, of course, as always, post-game press conference later tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody, live from the Concourse and the Sarnia Sting. I'm David Burrows and my good friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!